So, welcome to another episode of our Food Frontier series. I'm Shrankla, Assistant Editor at the Trade Promotion Council of India. Today, we have Dr. Manoranjan Mishra, who is the director of Jeevan Rekha Parishad, a non-profit organization in Bhubaneswar, Odisha, dedicated to community development and social welfare. With a focus on marginalized groups, he has spearheaded initiatives in education, healthcare, and sustainable practices, notably benefiting 12,000 farmers through his flagship Smart Farming project. Known for empowering tribal communities and promoting digital literacy, Dr. Mishra combines a strong academic background in social sciences with practical community services. Today, he joins us as the India partner for Smart Farm India, aiming to enhance livelihoods of small farmers through innovative agricultural solutions. So, welcome to the show, Dr. Mishra.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
So,
Okay.
let me begin by asking you a little about your journey. Like,
Actually, my
what
journey
inspired you to focus on the
was
community
started with my
development
mother.
and the
Actually,
empowerment of
she was a social worker by
marginalized
profession,
groups in
by
Odisha?
hobby. So when we were,
Okay, that's a
I was a child. So she used to take me to a village where she was born.
Right.
And like once in a Sunday, she was going to that village and was distributing some rice, some vegetables and fruits among the poor and marginalized communities. So from that time, so it inspired me a lot that I should also follow my mother. And so I thought that once I complete my study, I will also do some community work for the marginalized community, especially among the tribal community. So that was my first inspiration. Then after completing my PhD, so I discussed with my friends to start one social organization that is called Jeevan Rekha Parishad, which was started, actually it was started in UP, then it was shifted to Madhya Pradesh, Bhopal, then finally it was shifted to Odisha, Bhubaneswar. So we were also working in UP, then Bhopal, then now in Bhubaneswar, covering 2-3 districts, mainly in the tribal pockets of Odisha. And whenever, when we started this organization, together we went to the villages and we found that there is a great need in the field of education, health, agriculture, and in many other sectors, because in the tribal community, they are fully marginalized, completely isolated from the mainstream. So there is a great need of support mechanism needed for them, maybe with the support of the government and also with the support of some donor agencies. So these are some of the things which inspired me to enter into the social work. And after completing my study and after completing my job in the government sector, so I joined the organization Jeevan Rekha Parishad. And since last 10 years, I am quite associated with Jeevan Rekha Parishad and working on education, health, and also sustainable livelihood, including smart farming solution programs. Thank you.
Okay. So, I just wanted to ask you that how are you associated with Smart Farm India?
Okay, actually, it was started just during COVID period, the beginning of the COVID period. Actually, we are working in Daspalla, which is called the vegetable hubs of Odisha. So during COVID period, we started distributing COVID relief with the support of Jim Premji Foundation and Aastak TV. So we went to the village and we saw that huge vegetables, almost 60 to 70% of the vegetables are wasted because nobody is there to buy the vegetables. They were just throwing on the field and there is no market to sell the vegetable because there is no cold chain system. And so the farmers, they're almost crying. So there was like, that is called they had a great loss for cultivating vegetables and other products. So we discussed with them. Then they said, sir, if there will be cold chain system in our villages, which is the demand with the government since long time, we could have stored our vegetables and other crops, and we could have sold them during the good period when the prices are on the higher side. Then actually we contacted our partner, that is Jivika Trust in UK. So, and they contacted Brunel University UK to do a pilot study on cold chain system and establish a cold chain, solar cold chain in Daspala, covering 5 villages. So, so we had a lot of discussion on cold chain system. It was very difficult to find out a technology partner in India. Then we contacted different players who are producing cold chain system. Then finally we decided to sign agreement with IceMake, one of the supplier of cold chain system. And one solar cold storage was established in Odisha village in Daspala, covering 5 villages and 1,200 farmers. So they produced vegetables, and they also kept the vegetable in the cold storage. And it was found that it was very useful for the farmers, because they could able to keep the vegetable at least for 2 to 3 months. And one story is during April and May, they produce huge quantities of like tomato, and the price during that period is around 5 rupees to 6 rupees, and sometimes it is also 2 rupees kilogram. So they kept 10 metric ton tomato in that cold storage. And during June and July, when there was shortage of tomato, they sold it for 60 rupees, 70 rupees kilogram, which doubled and tripled their income. So that was the beginning, which motivated the farmers to use the technology and the solar technology, and keep their vegetables and increase their incomes. So, so with that beginning, Jeevan Rekha Parishad established partnership with the Jivika Trust and Brunel University, and that was a success story. Then, on the basis of that success story, we had so many blogs and stories, and so in social media it also came. The government people, they also visited and saw it. Then Aaj Tak TV, they also visited our organization, and they said we want to replicate this program in other cluster. So with the support of Aaj Tak TV, we have also established another solar cold storage in another cluster, where 500 tribal women are also keeping vegetable and during lean period, and they are selling the vegetables during the period when the price rate of the vegetable is increasing. So that is also going on. But to supplement the second phase of the smart farming solution program, we thought together with the Jivika Trust that only establishing the cold storage is not the final solution. So we have to promote organic farming. So we promoted like net farming, greenhouse cultivation program, with the precision agriculture, precision cultivation, like using the drip irrigation system, reducing less water in the greenhouse. So we have promoted 12 greenhouses in that area with the support of 12 women farmer producer groups. So now they are producing organic farming, organic vegetables in the greenhouses, and keeping the vegetable in the solar cold storages and selling in the market, in the Nayagarh market, in Bhubaneswar market, through Daspalla Fresh Initiatives programs. So that has, we have seen that that has doubled their income, because earlier they used to sell the vegetable for like 10 rupees, 12 rupees, 15 rupees in Nayagarh district in Daspalla. Now they are selling for 40 rupees, 45 rupees, sometimes also more than 50 rupees. So that was in brief about our smart farming solution, the success. And there are other success I'll be telling you. Okay.
Right. Okay, so you've talked about technology and introducing them to the farmer. So what how do you see digital literacy influencing the future of farming in rural communities?
Okay. Actually, digital literacy is also very beneficial. And we have actually government of Odisha has also started one app that is called Amokrushi, which is actually, which is not very popular because nobody knows about that app. Okay. So on the basis of that app, together with the Jivika Trust, we also developed one app that is called um, uh, 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 Amo farmers. Amo, that is called Amo Krushi. Sorry, ours is Amo Krushi, and the government name is something different. I'm forgetting. So ours app is Amo Krushi. So we trained 500 women farmers, those who are producing mainly organic vegetables, to use the app, and that app is also useful for measuring the temperature of the cold storage. Sitting home, they can also measure the temperature of the cold storage. Suppose the temperature of the cold storage goes up, maybe above 15 degree, they immediately they come to the cold storage and see whether the vegetable can be sold, or the temperature can be reduced by using the app. So that is also being used in both the cold storage. The second app is to promote marketing of the vegetables. Now they have established very good relationship with the buyers, with the traders, and also with the market. And now with the support of these apps, they have access to the information like what is the price rate in the market now for vegetable, for different vegetables. And then also they know what are the modern techniques being used, like this being used in the agriculture, like sensor, drone, and other things. They also know, they have also increased their financial inclusion capacity, financial literacy capacity. Like they are now able to connect the banks, the like microcredit organization. They have also access to the insurance companies through the digital smartphone. And finally they get all the information, like they use the YouTube, then other videos to know more about agriculture, more about vegetable cultivation. So this type of information they are getting with the support of the digital literacy, mainly digital agri literacy app. And they are also networking and establishing marketing with the support of that app, with the support of the digital literacy techniques. Okay.
Right.
So 500 women have been trained on digital literacy. We want to expand that in future also. And girls, the children of the women farmer, they are also using the smartphone, and they are also accessing market, accessing the information, and using them for more productivity of the vegetables, and use of proper pesticides in the garden, in the greenhouses, and also in their field. So this is very useful. Digital literacy is very useful, mainly for increasing the productivity and also for increasing the income of the farmers.
Right. So you're specifically training women farmers. So have you seen a remarkable change in the lives of these women after they've been trained? Um,
Yeah, because now earlier they had very less decision making power. Now they are using the app and they have very good decision making power. Within no time, they are able to establish linkages with the market, with the buyers, with the traders. They are able to know about the price. So they are negotiating with the buyers and traders. Earlier they used to sell the vegetables in a very throwaway price, in a very cheap price. Now they are able to negotiate with the traders that no, if you will not give this much of amount, we will not sell. We will keep it in our cold storage. So this type of benefits they have received, and the women are so empowered now, so they can take their own decision for selling their products.
right, right, right. So how do you involve local communities in the design and implementation of your programs?
Yeah, in both of the cold storage, we have formed farmers cooperatives. So they are both male and female, mainly dominated by the women farmers. And we have trained them on smart farming, organic farming, and precision cultivation, like water resource management, rainwater harvesting, then managing the stream water also, because there is a stream in one of the villages, and earlier the stream water was flowing. They were not utilizing that water. Now they have constructed a check dam and preserved the water near the land, and now they are using that water for like fish cultivation, and also for different crops, including vegetable cultivation. They have developed Nutri Gardens, that is in one of the tribal area where there was no water facilities. Now, with the support of the stream water, they are also developing the Nutri Garden. They are also doing the rice cultivation and also the fish cultivation. They have dew pond and they are also doing the fish cultivation. So yeah, so this has been very useful for them.
So they're also practicing aquaculture in a way, like sustainable.
Aquaculture, yes.
Right.
In one of the villages, they are practicing aquaculture because they are utilizing the stream water throughout the year. In
Right.
other area, there is water problem, water scarcity. That's why they are not practicing aquaculture. In one of the village, tribal village called Mitikuli, so they are utilizing the aquaculture also. Yeah.
Right. So what vision do you have for Smart Farm India? Like apart from all these technologies, like you mentioned, from the cold storage, solar cold storages, or drip irrigation, what other technologies or techniques in the agri-tech do you see? Do you want to implement with these people?
Yeah, our vision is actually the vision is we have to integrate both the traditional farming techniques and the modern techniques. We actually the farmers they have their need. Now we have studied, we have done the research that they want to promote like the precision agriculture again, the like drip irrigation system in their field. So that is a lacking area. We have covered only 5 to 10 villages. Other areas they don't have that facilities. So we want to promote precision agriculture in the area and utilize less water, less pesticides, and produce more crops and increase their income. That is one of our vision. Then also the sustainable practices like this the in tribal area they only depend on like rain-fed agriculture and they don't do the cultivation throughout the year. Now we are promoting organic farming through greenhouses, net houses. So we want to expand the net houses and greenhouses. Earlier we have done the greenhouses and net houses where there is electricity and there is water facilities, but there are some areas where there is no water facilities. So we want to do solar irrigation system now. Like we want to install solar panels and solar motor so that they can do the solar irrigation and solar greenhouses. So that is our second vision, which we want to do in the second year in future. Then like use of like artificial intelligence techniques, then solar cold storage, then like this agri apps. All these things should be utilized by the farmers, including the male farmers, not only the female farmers. So we want to make this Daspala as a digital friendly block in Odisha and showcase to the government that this can be possible and the income of the farmers can be increased if the farmers are literate digitally. And we have established a partnership with one like IT company. So they are also helping us for developing the app and making the whole block as a digital block. Okay, so that is the future things. And of course, we want to increase the digital platform and digital education program in the schools, in the colleges, among the farmers. And with the support of the digital app, we want to connect the market with the entire farmers in the Spala block. So that is our vision in future.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So, like you work in Odisha, and there are a lot of other foreign organizations also involved in the Smart Farm India mission. So, how do cultural factors influence agricultural practices and acceptance of these new technologies in tribal communities?
Yeah, actually, the cultural, since they are tribal people, they have different cultural practices. It is really affecting, but slowly they are also changing their behavior. Actually, they don't believe in technology. Initially, when we started the smart farming program, they don't believe in all this technology, high technology. They said that we are happy with our traditional system and traditional practices and beliefs. So we don't want to promote organic farming. Slowly, when we promoted these greenhouses, they saw that in the greenhouses, under the environmentally controlled environment, they can produce organic vegetables without utilizing any pesticide, without utilizing more water, and that then they can also produce the vegetable throughout the year, because the water facility is there and there is less water facilities required for the organic farming. So the slowly now they have changed their attitude, and they are adopting our technology. The second one is gender, gender bias in tribal area. Mostly the women are the farmers, so they do a lot of farming, but they don't have decision making power. They do the farming, they collect the vegetable, everything they do, but marketing is done by the male farmers. So they go to the market, sell the vegetable, whatever they get, they deposit in their own bank. Okay. So the female farmers, they don't have any say over the income. So this is also another factor which we want to change. And now, since we have formed the women farmer producer group, and which is dominated by the women farmers, so now even if the marketing of the vegetable through this Daspala initiatives is being done by the women farmer, tribal women farmers, so now the income is going to women farmers also. All these 500 or more women, those who are trained on digital literacy, they are now accessing the income also, besides their male partners. So that is also second cultural factor which is affecting other areas in our project area. Then communication and decision making. Whenever there is a community meeting or a village meeting, the women are just sitting behind. They don't take any decision earlier. But now in our 10 villages where we are working, the women take the primary role, and they take the decision where to sell the vegetable, or what type of crops we have to develop. Even if they have been trained on soil monitoring, soil testing, we have given them the tools. So they are also doing the soil testing, and advising other farmers which type of crops should be grown in their field. So this type of things are also going. Earlier, there was a barrier. There was a thinking that soil testing is not good, because that is not permitted by the religion. I don't know what is the problem, but now slowly, after so many consultation, now they have started soil testing also. Then language, of course, literacy and language is a barrier. So they know only the tribal language, Odia language, and most of our tools and techniques and videos, they are in English or Hindi. So they are unable to understand most of the videos, most of the literatures, and most of the information. So there should be a region specific or local language specific literature, and also the apps should be in Odia language, in the tribal language. That is also one of the area where we have to work. So these are some of the cultural factors, social factor affecting the smart farming adoption in the tribal area.
Right. So it's really beautiful to know that apart from just promoting the sustainable practices and making agriculture more sustainable and providing livelihoods to these people, that it's in the hindsight that it's also empowering women to make their own decisions. So.
Right.
So, sir, my last question to you would be if you have any advice to young activists or entrepreneurs who want to make a difference in the agricultural sector.
Yeah. Now, many agri-entrepreneurs, mainly the youth agri-entrepreneurs, they have visited our area. They have seen our cold storage, solar cold storage, greenhouses, and also organic farming. So my advice is to all the young agri-entrepreneurs that they should do the research, and they should learn what is this technology-based, climate-resilient agriculture and sustainable agriculture. So first, they should know all these things. They should have a hand-in experience about smart farming solution. Then they should start their ventures. Without knowing the details about the smart farming and solar cold storage, like greenhouse, all the technologies, so they should not start the venture immediately. That is the first one. They should do the research. They should visit the field. They should see the things. Then also they should have the problem solving mindset. Actually, most of the young entrepreneurs, once they are failure, they say that no, agriculture is a failure thing, so we will not go. Once they fail, they stop working on agriculture. So my advice will be that failure is the success. Failure is the pillar for success. So if you are failure, that does not mean that agriculture is a failure thing. So you have to explore and do more research, more networking, more study, and restart the ventures, and you will be definitely you will be successful. And with one failure, you should not stop the practice of sustainable agriculture or any agricultural practices. Then they should also focus on sustainability, like they should establish good networking among the farmers, among the government functionaries, among the NGOs, and also with other farmers in other location, so that the practices can be replicated in other areas. The marketing can be linked with other areas. So these are some of the things, and they should also leverage the digital tools for agri-entrepreneurship program. So these are some of my advice, some of my suggestions for the young agri-entrepreneurs to start smart farming programs in tribal area and also in the coastal area.
I think that's really valuable advice. Thank you so much, sir, for finding out time and joining us here today. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.